with the new YouTube algorithm. What's going on, guys? Everybody in the chat, how are you guys doing tonight? I'm here with Kevin. We're going to do a little talkie tonight. I know I said we're going to do some Supercard, but tonight we are going to do a little bit of talking about this new YouTube change that definitely affects this this channel. Now, recently YouTube has said all WWE or wrestling content is now deemed, what's the word that I'm looking for? Unfamily friendly.
Yeah.
And we've all been put it on restricted mode. What's going on, FaZe? This is a problem, obviously, for me. How's it going? This is obviously a problem for this channel. We've been put on restricted mode. Luke's, what's going on? I have gotten the email that said pretty much that I'm restricted mode, family friendly, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, obviously that affects this channel. So what me and Kevin were thinking.
Well, let's give him a little backstory first.
All right, give him the backstory, Kev.
I don't know. Well, I mean, initially,
we had a premonition
a couple months ago of doing a themed specific show. And then we just kind of like tabled that idea. And then we just came up with the idea of, you know what? We can just, banter back and forth. Just discuss back and forth no matter how it's going to, whatever the topic may be. I mean, it's just going to have, it could end up being, hey, we could talk about this, we can talk about that. But, as I think I saw in the chat, Alex, yes, Alex, it is wrestling. But, if we happen to go off on
a tangent,
or head off the island,
right.
We can do that.
That's something that's allowed. We're not going to strictly talk just wrestling.
And just
how this is the internet and how it's a horrible place. Yeah, if you say something offensive like "shut the fuck up," please don't take it to heart.
Exactly. And just by chance, what the news came down yesterday of all from the smoke from the Vatican from Google that all wrestling related content is no longer going to be able to be monetized.
Yeah, you basically can't monetize it anymore.
Except Vince McMahon.
Except Vince McMahon, because he'll find a way around it. Because I'm going to get a timeout for just saying "you dirty man." No, you won't get a timeout for that. I don't think any of the mods are actually here right now. You're right, FaZe. I don't show any of the content, but like Kevin said, the main thing is that YouTube basically has said that you're basically not going to be able to monetize your videos, which in the long run, I'm going to tell you guys, and I'll be very honest and frank with you, I don't like the $7 a month YouTube sends me for, doing a show and you guys coming in and liking and watching and the ads and stuff. Like, I could deal without that. That doesn't hurt me. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't shock me. I'm not overly like, oh no, about that. That's not what gets me rolling. Oh my god, fucking! And this is another thing that gets me rolling. Stream status bad. Fuck off. But
that's another thing you're not gonna miss.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm not gonna miss. I mean, we're still gonna do the shows. I think we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm still gonna do them for a little while. We're not gonna go anywhere for a long time. The thing that's making me more nervous is the restricted mode. All of our channels now are basically restricted mode, meaning basically if you're under restricted mode, you can't find us. What's going on, Kevin? You can't find me. I don't exist under restricted mode. Actually, I do exist, but it shows I have one fucking video. One video. Which is where I take you on a tour of my Hall of Fame bathroom, which is actually a Patreon video. So if you're not a patron, you don't get to see that
I've been in the
regardless.
bathroom.
It's a good bathroom. I gotta hang up. The Rock and Roll Express. I gotta hang up Jushin Thunder Liger this weekend.
Isn't Jay Lethal in your bathroom? Is that?
No, Jay Lethal's not in my bathroom. Jack Evans.
Jack Evans. That's what.
Jack Evans stares at you menacingly while you pee.
Thank you, Jack Evans.
Thank you, Jack Evans. It really makes you think about your life. But
yeah,
me and Kevin are going to be starting a new show. Basically, it's short and skinny. Like I said, I'm not leaving YouTube. Don't max exodus it. We're going to give this time. I'm going to see what happens over the next month. I'll look at the numbers and see if it's still worth my time. Do you?
Do I what?
I don't know. My wife's in the chat for some reason.
No.
Nothing is happening to the streams in the channel as of right now. But basically what I wanted to bring to you is the fact that we are going to be starting a new show. We're going to be doing a giveaway for you guys.
Tell them what they'll win, Johnny.
What will they win? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to give away, first thing is going to be a WWE Network card. Now, to
you
win
need to
this...
hand model this thing, seriously.
What's that?
Hand model. You know, like a hand model, you know. Like on The Price is Right, you know. The hand.
I don't have it with me. Shit.
Okay.
This perfect card! I'm probably not even going to be making 3 pennies anymore. I'm probably going to be making not a thing, because you can't monetize. Even my vlogs, I don't think are monetized now. I think they demonetized my vlogs. I'll have to go back and check. Now, we're still going to do the vlogs. We're still going to do the show. We're going to finish out the month, and I'm going to go over the numbers, and then I'll make a decision at that point as to what's going to happen to the show. Obviously, you guys will be the first to know. But we need a name is basically what we're after here. So, to win that WWE Network subscription, what I need you guys to do is think up a name. Think up a good name.
Yeah, please give them the criteria here, because
I was just about to go over the criteria.
I know, but like you need a proper and I think the word safe, maybe? Safe is the way to explain this.
Okay.
I don't think people are going to like get the evergreen is such a like when Amanda said, "What does that mean?"
Right.
And, you know, not everyone's going to have the understanding of knowing what you mean by that.
So when I say I'm looking for a evergreen title, okay, I don't want a title that's, you know, Getting to the Corner. I don't want a title called High Spots. I don't want a title called give me some other ones that I'm thinking of.
Oh my goodness, there's so many. There's so many.
Right. There's so many. I don't want necessarily a wrestling.
It's funny. It is.
I don't want a wrestling themed title. I want a title for me and Kevin that's kind of more fun. Now, 2 that were thought up already and nobody's allowed to take. The criteria: don't be an asshole.
I can't help myself.
Well, that's
that's gonna be a part of the show.
That's my wife for you. So what were some of the ones that we had come up with? There was 2 that we really liked already.
We liked Ring Psychology.
Ring Psychology. So kind of still plays on the wrestling idea, but doesn't necessarily mean we're only talking wrestling.
And the other one was the Go Home Show.
The Go Home Show. So we as wrestlers know what that means, but we're not wrestlers. We as wrestling fans know what that means, so but that could mean more. That could mean anything, really, to be honest with you. So those are 2 that we're tossing around. But, guys, I want you to come back to this video. I want you to leave it in the comments section down below if you're in there. And tell us what your best name is, what you guys like. We will pick one winner. And that winner will get themselves a little gift card for a WWE Network subscription, so you can watch all the pay-per-views. You hurt your foot today. That's not good. So that's number 1. We need a title. I think we're going through. Sorry. Are you for real watching me while you're okay? My wife just walked in and she's I guess she's gonna use the bathroom. Thank you, Lindsay. We appreciate your names. You already own the network, so
I know she's just
maybe we'll send you and Amanda for mani pedis if you win, like a girls' day.
Did you hear that? No, she didn't hear it.
She didn't hear that. She will. She's watching.
If you're
well,
if you're
okay. So let me.
choosing it. I mean, here's the thing.
Right. Well, we are the ones choosing it. But Kurt, like, my channel's not being shut down. It's just like look at my last video. Where those types of videos normally get, I don't know, 125, 150 views, got 45 views because it's on restricted mode. 45 views. And it comes to a time where I got to think, like, is it even worth my time to be doing something 7 days a week where I am taking time away from my family? I'm getting into arguments with my wife that literally, like, when I started YouTube, I started with a dream. I started with a dream of maybe making this one day, making this into my job. You know, hey, maybe I can do that. Obviously now, with continuing to do wrestling, that's not going to happen. It's just not. There's no way, because YouTube basically said, not going to happen, because I guess Toyota Tundra doesn't want to be put on wrestling content, even though USA does it to them all the time. So, guys, if you still want to support the show, like I said, we're going to continue going. We're going to push on with YouTube. But if you want to continue to support the show, guys, I said it time and time again, audibletrial.com/the Wookie. Go get your free audiobook. The new AJ Lee book's out. Yes. You can get that for completely free on me. And then you can cancel after the month.
Roberts book right now.
There's a Justin Roberts book that just came out if you want to fire JBL. I mean, there's a lot of good WWE books out.
Who do I ever?
What's that?
Who do I ever?
Yeah. And we'll get into all that fun stuff here in a minute. But that really helps out the podcast, number one. Helps us cover our bills that we're going to get here in the near future when we start going with Mixler and all that. You guys can go to the Patreon. Patreon's going to change up a little bit for those of you guys out there. So if you guys have any ideas for the Patreon, something you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments section down below. Southwest Airlines. We beat our competitors, not you.
You're not naming the show that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think that's... I don't think we can do that. And guys, as always, you can make a one-time direct donation with Streamlabs down below. T-shirts down below, which I'm going to be working with some people to get some T-shirts designed. Once we get a name and all that guy, I've been working with a few people and got some names. I got some name drops that I need to contact for T-shirt designs. So there will be new and better T-shirt designs. But go get your Milwaukee McSparkle Nuts. That's available for you. You got dark chocolate for Easter. Did you get anything for your Easter basket yet? Was the bunny good to you, Kevin? Or has he not shown up yet? Considering he's not supposed to show up till Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, it would be a premature ejaculating bunny. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, whatever. He's a busy guy, you know?
Yeah, well, they hump like rabbits, right?
All right, guys. With that being said, we've had, obviously, like, we got that awkwardness out of the way. We're going to move in wrestling physics. I don't know if that's the names of the show, Mind of Wrestling. Again, like I said, we don't necessarily want to be categorized as just wrestling, because
if it's a play on words, that's different.
Right.
You know, because it's satire, humor. We like that idea, you know.
You know, I thought about, even maybe calling it the Wook and Kev.
Well, you like the other, I mean, the one I suggested last night, which I agree was bad.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know, but that's when we were spitballing the whole idea.
Yeah.
You know, so, this is going to be a nice creation.
Right. And we want you guys, and I think it's going to be good for you guys to be a part of it. And then, obviously, once that all goes down and we get the Mixler servers up and we get Spreaker all set up and get everything rolling, I'll roll that information over to you guys. So,
Yes. And this is the, I would call it like the pilot episode.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's the pilot, even though there's video. When we do the next one, there won't be video. There'll still be a chat. You won't be able to see your chat on screen because it's audio only. That's about it. Should we move into some fun wrestling talk?
Yeah, we can.
We can do something.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's have fun with that.
I don't have anything to bitch about. Stephanie wasn't on my TV this week. All right.
And it was a better Monday for it. Let me tell you.
It was a better Monday overall.
Have you
have you seen an uptick in the wrestling world due to there not being a Stephanie McMahon on TV?
I think it's a more.
Do you enjoy Raw more?
Oh, do I ever? I enjoy life better.
I enjoy life. All of life is much better.
All of life is wonderful. Have you been able? I mean, on your shows, I don't know. I haven't heard everything, but the Mauro Ranallo situation.
Yes. I suppose we should probably talk about Mauro Ranallo.
Yeah, because I've got a lot on this. I've got a viewpoint of this that I think that needs to be maybe addressed, and your input or your viewpoint, I think, would be rather interesting, sir.
All right, let's get into Mauro Ranallo. Kevin, I'm gonna slide the soapbox proverbially over to you and let you step on it.
Okay, so by now everyone knows that SmackDown Live's lead announcer, was Mauro Ranallo. He's been battling through his entire life depression, manic depressive, and bipolar disorder. He was signed to the company last January, and I remember saying to myself, knowing who he was from MMA and boxing, that I don't know if this is a good idea, or I just didn't know how long it would last, I should say. I didn't know his shelf life. Because he's not the prototypical Vince McMahon type of announcer. He's just not. And it was going to take time for the WWE audience to acclimate themselves with Mauro. And as time has gone by, I think it's pretty safe to say that if you weren't a fan of him before or didn't know who he was, you're a fan of him now.
Well, he's got that voice.
Exactly.
He's got that hot, Mamma Mia!
And he comes off as genuine, because he is a genuine guy.
Well, he is genuine. We know he's a wrestling fan.
Yeah, he's an old NWA fan.
He's an old NWA fan.
He drops in old references quite a bit. And this was his dream job. He has said that many times, that this was his dream job. And then he encountered the one, the only, John Bradshaw Layfield. Now, JBL can kiss my ass as far as I care, because JBL's blocked me on Twitter for something I didn't even do. However,
well, I guess he's blocking everyone right now.
For someone who's such a big tough guy, he's never had a problem blocking people on Twitter. That's been his thing. But JBL apparently was in, with the whole missing. I guess where it started was that Mauro received the PWI Insider's Wrestling Announcer of the Year award 2 years in a row, and he tweeted it, and I guess JBL then started ragging on him, and then started ripping on him again because he missed. He was caught him by the snowstorm, I think, on the East Coast, and then everything kind of went downhill. Now, if this was a one-time thing for JBL, like you've never ever before, even though I can go through the list of people he has had problems with, or they've had problems with him, I should say, I'm more willing to excuse this. But at ECW One Night Stand, he shot on the Blue Meanie. You can go back and watch that pay-per-view. It's the very first One Night Stand. Meanie is covered in blood, and Blue Meanie is not. Brian Heffron is not going up there trying to whoop anyone's ass. He is soft as Charmin, and he's a comedy act. He used to call Rene Dupree a French faggot. He picked on little Joey Styles because about his someone in Joey's family died, and then so here's JBO. I'm going to make fun of that.
I should probably make my wife a mod, huh?
Yeah.
You're gonna find yours too. There she is.
What else?
Now, to be fair, none of this is confirmed.
Well, you're right. No, but say
none of this is confirmed. We can't prove any
you're
of this.
Right, but where there's smoke, there's fire with some of this. JBL has always had this personal overvalue of himself. Always been that way. Is he a dumb guy? No. He's not a dumb guy. He's made a lot of money in the business world as an entrepreneur. He really has. However, and here's yet again, though, rearing its ugly head of JBL in Justin Roberts' book, which you can get on Patreon. If you, I'm sorry,
get that on Audible with audibletrial.com/the Wookie. You get those for free.
Yeah. You can get
and they read them to you if you're lazy like me.
Yeah, exactly. That JBL, according to Justin Roberts in his book, took his passport and gave it or destroyed it or something, where Justin Roberts had to go to the U.S. Embassy in London to get it reissued. That's not a rib at that point.
Why is that not a rib though? That seems like more of an inconvenience than it is anything. I mean, I know everyone's like, "Oh, it's such a big deal," but it's like, "Oh, he had to go to an embassy to get his passport reissued." What, was he there maybe for half a day?
Well, we're getting a track record with him.
Okay, I'm just saying, and that's fine. Like, I think maybe the passport issue was, I don't want to say taken out of context, even if he did it, because again, this is all allegedly. We don't know any of this. This is what other people have said. Now,
okay.
What is it? Half a day at
we're building the case, though.
Right, but half a day at the U.S. Embassy, is that really that big a deal?
If it's a one-time thing with JBL, no.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also been said, and we can go through this, is that Ziggler has said this, that, the ribs and the funnies are kind of like the old guy's way of showing you they like you.
Right. And this is where this gets fun. This is where this gets a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean interesting. And by interesting, I mean damning. This is still, no matter what anyone wants to say, because the company itself still has a problem understanding that line between, mom and pop store company and corporation. You
just made the
with
list.
This certain.
Alrighty, I am not sure why that's reversed, so I am sorry for whoever just subscribed. I do greatly thank you for the subscription. Why is it? It's flipped. Transform. You can go ahead and continue. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what happened.
This is.
There we go. Oh, I'm moving me now.
You're moving you. They don't know the difference with this certain situation. They can't tell the difference here between company, or they're choosing mom and pop store over corporation when they're a publicly traded company. And when you have the chairman who has always cultivated this type of atmosphere, here lies the problem, because you are encouraging this behavior. He's always.
I'm sorry. Sexy Kurt in the chat says, if JBL rubs your ass, you're pure.
It's like he christens you.
Oh my god.
Bring me your ass.
You made it, kid.
Michael, bring his ass over here.
Michael, I want to rub him. Let me rub him. I want to rub them big old cheeks.
Rub those. I'm gonna rub those ass cheeks together. He's pure. He's
Oh
mine.
my god. Do you think he
That's what I'm
lotioned? Do
saying.
you think he lotioned him first? Was he like, "I'll let me put some lotion on you"?
No, he's raw.
Oh, he likes it raw.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we've built the case. I think we know.
Campaign.
I think a lot of people they know the case against JBL.
They're not going to fire him though.
No, they won't. I don't think they'll fire him. Maybe he gets into. I mean, should he be fired? Probably. You know, it's a bad look for it. It is a bad look for your company.
Especially be a star and you're attached.
Well, especially when you're taking a mental illness into account.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, you know, this guy does have a documented mental illness.
Well, another thing is, though, is that they're really kind of in a weird spot because usually when people have, you know, angst against the company, it's people that have been in the company who made their star there.
Mm-hmm.
RNL did not make a star there.
Well, have you seen Del Rio's new videos?
Oh.
We should take a trip. We'll take a trip to Connecticut, and we'll tell that Triple H that pussy.
The big name's the pussy.
You call him a pussy. I loved it. I'm totally. You know, when it first all started, I wasn't with you on the whole idea, but now I'm like, man, I hope these two never get.
I know they're like the greatest comic fodder.
This may be the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah, but here, you know, the thing is, in that one, the one they took in Times Square, the one of the Periscope.
Is that the one where is that the one where he calls
he's hammered?
Pussy and he's just loaded.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's hammered. You can see that she's trying to get him to, in the very nicest of way, by the way, to get him to stop. Like, you know, come on, type of deal. I don't know what you're talking about, you know, like, you know, I don't know what you're, you know, what you're trying to do here, type of deal. I mean, it was very nice. Paige was very nice.
See,
and you go back.
She shouldn't have been. She should have been. Well, I guess she's on Periscope live for the world to see. But like, does this guy not understand that this woman is employed by WWE and you're calling her
someone who hates that company? He certainly enjoys talking about them.
Well, he's basically sitting there going, Triple H, that pussy. Triple H happens to be your, like, white? I don't even know what the fuck they are now. What do you call them? They're not married, right?
He's not even divorced yet.
Well, I mean, that doesn't stop people in Utah.
No, and I don't see Del Rio fitting in real well in Utah, but they're like a soap opera. They're very close to being the fun. The fun for me is what John Cena and Nikki Bella are for me. I'm sorry, in John Cena's terms, Nicole.
Nicole.
Do
you think he runs around calling the Miz Michael?
It wouldn't shock me.
Michael, I need to speak with you.
You need to not keep this call crushing finale.
You really did me in tonight.
I think that was an excellent match.
Claudio puts in the chat, if anyone qualifies to be the next Benoit, it's Del Rio. He wouldn't be surprised. Woo! That might be taking it a bit too far.
Ow.
I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be.
I don't understand that. I mean, Del Rio.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Dude, he got fucking stabbed. And I made the joke just this past week. He got stabbed at a Mexican Hooters, but you know what? It wasn't a Mexican Hooters. Okay, he got stabbed at a parking lot somewhere, but it doesn't...
outside of a restaurant.
Outside of a restaurant.
He announced his departure from WWE at a Mexican Hooters.
Right, and that's why...
I'm sorry, a Chi-Chi's.
Oh, was it a Chi-Chi's?
No.
Those still exist?
No. Chi-Chi's. Hooters, Chi-Chi's.
Do you remember when Chi-Chi's went out of business?
Dude, I was so pissed.
I wasn't. I'd never been to a Chi-Chi's, but I remember when that salmonella outbreak happened, and like the world was on fire at that point.
Like Chi-Chi's, a celebration of food. I think it was their tagline.
Fuck if I know. All I know is they had Mexican.
Chi-Chi's in Spanish is tits.
Is it? No.
Yes.
I'm gonna Google this right
No
now.
miras mis chichis means don't stare at my tits. I've worked in plenty of restaurants. Trust me.
Is that just the Mexicans fucking with you?
No, I get along with them.
Oh, it is. Chi-Chi is a breast.
Breast. Cheese.
Yeah, a breast from Mexican Spanish Chi-Chi, slang diminutive of a teta. The word is used freely in all but most formal situations by women in the U.S. Hispanic community. So you can't go down to Mexico and be like, oh, my Chi-Chis, because they're not going to understand what you mean. It says U.S. Hispanic community. So that's a slang word. Okay. It's not a real Spanish word.
All right, well, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I agree with Claudia. He said he gets into real fights all the time. I mean, he's clearly unhinged somewhere along the way.
When he went to the Benoit part, I'm like, is he going to kill somebody?
Well, I mean, he does have that dastardly ex-wife of his that he can't seem to fucking get rid of.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's like Eastern European or something like that.
Are there still shakers around?
Shakies. What? Shakies, I think she means.
Oh, yeah. We used to have a Shakies.
Yeah, we did too. Shakies, yeah. We had a couple of them over here.
Do you still have Shakies?
No, they're gone.
They're gone. Do they go completely? I think I still have a Shakies up by me.
Wow.
I think I still do.
You
I think
told me that before.
I don't know if it was Shakies as in like the big chain Shakies. Because I really honestly think
like
that
a pizza
it was,
buffet and, you know.
Yeah, they had a pizza buffet, but I think it was independently owned.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, I think it was independently owned from everybody else.
I want to say that I think on my 21st birthday, that was one of my stops.
You stopped at a Shakey's?
Because I had a bit of bar.
So on your 21st birthday, you're like, oh, let's go to Applebee's.
That was actually that. It's funny you say that. Applebee's was the. God, it's so stupid of me. I went to Applebee's for my first legal drink. I had a fake before that, but I had a Long Island iced tea.
You had a fake? I didn't even have a fake.
I did a fake when I was 19.
I didn't even have a fake. I had we have a bar in town, and it's actually in the town I'm living in now. It's basically they have they used to. I don't know if they do it anymore. After they passed the no smoking indoors laws, like they lost a lot of business. But
here that just say fuck it and just pay the fine.
They were about to, but then like I guess the more fines you get, I guess it like increases, so it goes from like 3,000 to 7, and it'll just compound. So it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But either way, like I think they built on a 3 Seasons room, so you can smoke in there now. But
yeah. Well, see, like in Chicago, they've got what you call smoke patios, like smoke porches, and
Griffin's vlog says he can't hear us. So we increases, so it goes from like 3,000. I'm gonna tell you, refresh your stream, bruh.
You can't hear you say that.
Oh, that's very true. I'll put it in the chat then. Because I just turned it on mine and I heard me just fine. I'm actually a touch loud. Yeah. So, but I used to go in there. I'm not even shitting you. I was I was 19, and then at 20, I used to just walk in there, and it was so crowded because it was dollar beer night.
What do you think it was crowded?
Yeah, well, it was crowded. It was dollar beer night. They were always busy. It was always crowded. So I used to just slide a 20 to my buddy, and we'd fucking drink beers all fucking night, and he'd go get them, and it had a separate room, so you could sit in that separate room and like not really be bothered by anybody. So like, I would just
you can underage, can like kids come into like bars?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can. Indiana, you can't.
Yeah, no, kids are allowed in bars. Shit, my mom used to take me to the fucking bar all the time.
Me too. We'd be growing up in Illinois.
Yeah, my mom used to fucking, hey, you want a sip? Yeah, I want a sip. And it was so bad because you were 6, and it was like, oh, God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Because, beer is an acquired taste, whether we want to believe that or not. But it was so bad, and like, but yeah, I used to go to bars with my mom.
Oh, I used to get the parlay cards from my stepdad, and he would...
The what?
Parlay cards.
What the hell are them?
you would pick college football games, NFL. You would pick, I think, 4 games, but you had to hit, and you play in the spread and everything. At a very very young age, I
Oh,
understood.
you're talking the sheets.
Yeah, yes,
Oh, okay, okay. I'd
and
never heard it called that before.
they're called parlay cards. Well, around here, that's what they're called. And at a very young age, I understood
The
how
spread.
point spreads work. Yeah, and I'm like, they'd say like, Cleveland and the 49ers, and back then when I was a kid, they couldn't stop Joe Montana. I'm like, yeah, there's no damn way the Browns are gonna.
What's going on, Victorious Nick? How you doing, buddy?
We used to do that all the time. So
Yeah.
we used to make a lot, and I made that bastard a lot of money, a lot, and I think that was the first place I ever heard of an eliminator pool where you would pick one team, and then like week one you pick the Vikings, and then once if they won, if you lost you're screwed. But if they won, you couldn't use that team again. They went into the hat or whatever like that.
Oh, yeah, I've done those before. Where like you have to pick a team, like you have to pick a team each week, but once you like you're done with that team once you pick that team.
Yeah,
I've done those before. Those are a pain in the ass.
they're fun too.
Well, yeah, except for when everybody loses because the Detroit Lions go 0-16.
That's why you don't pick the damn Lions.
But
They're
you
more.
have to. Oh no, I guess you
No, you
don't because
don't.
it's 32
No, you
teams.
don't. No, you don't.
No, I think in the league I was in. What's going on, Adam? Tim, how we doing? I think in my league you had to. I think you had to pick 2 teams a week.
Oh, that's vicious.
Yeah. So and then
Damn,
that
fan.
year nobody won. I think it came down to I think we ended up doing like a
Now, see,
bracket for the Super Bowl.
I've seen it where people like I don't know how many were doing it, like maybe 10 or 12, where they all or majority of them would pick like one certain team and then they would lose. And I've seen eliminator pools had to be restarted many times, many leagues, like in the 9th week, 10th week. Like, damn, talk about getting your nuts kicked in.
I can't say I'm going to. Kevin, are you going to check out the new Fast and Furious movie? You have any plans of it? Maybe when it comes out on Netflix.
Okay. As soon as I watched the first one,
Yeah, you were done with them.
no, meaning I've never watched them.
Oh, you haven't seen any of them? Not even like the first one?
No desire.
No desire.
I'm weird that way. I'm very weird that way with movies. If I haven't started, like, here's another franchise. I know that they have another one coming out. I think this year, Pirates of the Caribbean. I've never seen one of them.
What?
I know.
You have to. What about Harry Potter? You ever watch Harry Potter?
I've seen 2 of them.
I've seen. Okay, I've been present for all of them. I'm pretty sure I've fallen asleep. In most of them. Well, no. There's like 2 of them that I continuously fall asleep in, and then I go back like when they're on Disney, or whatever, like Family, ABC Family. I'll like, oh, I've never seen this part. I'll still fall asleep. But
I don't know.
Adam says the new Fast and Furious is amazing. I'm not interested in the Fast. Like, I haven't been interested in the Fast and Furious since, like, I watched Fast and Furious, the first one, and then Fast. Was it Fast and Furious 2 or Faster and Furious? Yeah, I watched Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I've never.
All
I know that
I saw that. I saw that a lot of cars were blown up and destroyed. But I like Tokyo Drift, but that's where I ended it. I think I've seen Fast 7 or Fast 6 or I don't know. The one, I don't even know what happens in the movie, to be honest with you. Yeah, Amanda, there's a new Pirates movie coming out. I've told you about this already.
Well,
it won't have it won't have Orlando Bloom.
it's got Johnny Depp.
It does have Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
That's really all you need. You don't need Orlando Bloom.
no,
He's useless. He's Legolas, and he always will be.
He's insignificant.
I have no plans of seeing the new Fast and Furious. Maybe when it comes out on Netflix, I'll check it out. But that's probably about it.
Yeah, I'd have to be really, really, really bored.
Well, there ain't shit on Netflix.
Bullshit! They got Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, whatever. No,
Okay.
No, Pharaoh. I would tell you go back to the beginning. Watch when the video publishes. Come back. Watch the stream. They're not shutting down the stream. Oh, it does. See, Adam's saying it does have Orlando Bloom. Maybe it doesn't have Kate Beckinsale.
I have no idea.
Was it Kate Beckinsale? Whoever played the girl.
Kate Beckinsale was in
Who played the girl in them?
Underworld.
Oh yeah. Who's the girl in the Pirates movie?
They have a new one out.
What, Underworld? Yeah, they got a new Underworld coming out too. Underworld 72. We kill shit. We're vampires that take on werewolves. Oh, really? Didn't see that one coming.
Shit.
Shocking turn, but Pharaoh, they're not shutting down the stream. Me and Kevin are starting up a new show that's probably going to be over on Spreaker. We're going to do a live stream on Mixler. Well, Amanda, you just see Adam said that there's Orlando Bloom's in the trailer. Was it? No, it wasn't Natalie Portman.
No,
Natalie Portman's in Star Wars. Let's look.
Amanda, know your franchises.
She probably
I haven't seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean. I can tell you Natalie Portman was not in that.
Aren't we going to feel dumb if she is? I didn't think it was Natalie Portman.
Hey, guess what? Tell Amanda there's YouTube, and that's how I saw the trailer today.
I'm looking it up.
If I didn't know that, if I didn't see that today, I would never have brought this up.
Dead Man's Chest. Yes. Who is this? Who is that? Orlando. Keira Knightley.
Okay, there you go.
Keira Knightley. Which, to be fair, she does look a little bit like. She does look a little bit like Natalie Portman.
She's not Padme.
She does look a little bit like Natalie Portman.
Hey, that's what matters right now. That's what matters. Speaking of movies, that's what matters right now.
Yeah, speaking of movies, new Star Wars trailer came out today.
Yes,
I was excited. I've watched it probably now 10 times today, 20 times today, looking for like the little juicy Easter eggs that I know that are in there. And I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed.
What? Okay, earlier.
I was fine with it.
Earlier, yes, you were where I was kind of at, because it's good, but it's not like people were over the moon about it. I saw it on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm like,
I think it's the end phrase. It's the end phrase that everybody's like,
yes.
What do you mean?
That should be the last movie. That should be the next one, I should say.
Oh, you got new nail polish? They can't see that because it's green on a green screen. All right, we'll do a vlog for it.
Farrell Slim, why don't you ask me if I'm watching the draft? That in there?
Yeah, we'll be watching this draft. Kevin, I'm sure, will be watching the draft as well. You're gonna watch the draft, right? I mean, you're a football fan, aren't you?
Colts, baby.
Colts. I feel so bad for you.
Why? Oh, well, I know they suck.
They're gonna suck so bad.
Yes. Dude, before Peyton Manning, my God, that made you want to take a power drill to your head when watching that team before Peyton. Oh, my God.
I don't know what that feels like. I went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I know.
Because my team does things the right way.
Well, we went from Peyton to Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, great.
No, but okay, so
I just have a feeling Andrew Luck's going to be that bust. I don't get good vibes about Luck. Something tells me is he was really good, but he's reached his peak and he's going to fizzle out now.
I'm reading these. I'm reading this.
Yeah, I'm reading Adams. He said Star Wars was better when Lucas had the rights. Over at Disney took it and made it good, but nothing compared to what Lucas had. Well, okay.
I can't say he's wrong.
I'm just gonna say this: prequel trilogy. Let that soak in. Everybody's quiet. Prequel.
I can.
Trilogy.
And
let's be honest. Lucas sold out on the prequel trilogy.
He did.
He totally did. That movie was designed to market toys as opposed to making a good movie
and to get a new generation of fans into this.
Farrell wants to know what kind of traumatic experience you've had in your life to be a Colts fan.
Well, where do we start?
Well, it all started in the beginning when I was in the
When
womb.
I was in the womb. Hey, before last year's baseball season, I was a long suffering.
Cubs
Long.
fan. Poor you.
Not anymore.
I'm a Brewers
Not
fan, so I'm still
anymore.
waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm gonna be old like Kevin by the time I see a Brewers World Series.
They okay. Here's I can defend. I can't defend Phantom Menace. I can't. I can't, and I won't. Because to me, it's really like that movie. To me, never happened. I've
Well,
set
if
from my mind.
if you watch it in machete order, you're told not to even watch Phantom Menace. Just skip that one because you're supposed to watch. I think how does it go? It goes episode 4, and I think you go back to 2, 3. No,
Whose order is this?
this is called Star Wars Machete Order.
Oh, I thought it was like Machete from like the movie Machete. I'm
No,
like the dude from fucking on
here
the
we go.
direct
I'm gonna
TV.
look it up. I forgot what the Machete Order is. It's you're not gonna watch them, you know.
Adam's talking about the process of the museum. Yes, the museum was actually talked about being built in Chicago.
Okay, so you watch 4 and 5, then you go to 2 and 3, and then you come back around to 6, and then probably obviously 7.
See, I don't mind. I really don't mind 2 and 3. I really don't.
See, I was young when Pod Racing came out. I was young when Phantom Menace came out. So like I was actually really stoked for the Phantom Menace. I liked it, but I was a kid. But now watching it now, it's like, eesh, how awful was that movie?
Yeah, and I love how I heard on an interview of George Lucas saying that Jar Jar Binks was a mistake. And I'm like, no shit.
Yeah.
There's a great on the Sci-Fi Network. They were, I want to say,
did you see that thing that Star Wars released on their Twitter?
no.
Jar Jar Binks is Supreme Chancellor Snoke.
Yeah, I seen that a while ago. That was like,
And then the world exploded.
your mind just got blown.
Yeah,
There's
people
there's
were
a,
pissed.
there was a great animation thing on. I want to say it was Attack of the Clones was coming out, and they were just doing like a history of Star Wars, and it's animation's got a dingy, dimly lit bar, and there's George Lucas at the bar, and Jar Jar comes in, and George Lucas is firing Jar Jar. I said, "Well, we just don't have time for you anymore, and you're also really annoying. Kids don't like you, adults don't like you, men don't like you, women don't like you.
This
No
just
one
goes
likes
back to your and I conversation about Robot Chicken before.
Oh yeah, and
The one where
so much Nightjar did that too.
the one where Vader he ejects him out of the airlock. Jar Jar, my main man, come this way. The Separatists, and then he blows him out, and then he's like obviously dies, but he comes back as a Force ghost to bother him forever.
Irritate him.
Ah, Darth Vader's supposed to make an appearance in the new movie. I believe they said that in episode 8 too, though. Or I'm sorry, 7. So I mean, I don't care. You know, if Vader makes an appearance, cool. You know, let's put it this way: Vader was very, very. They did him justice in Rogue One. They finally made Vader not look like a whiny little bitch. Like he kicked some ass at the. He was only in it for a short time, but like Braun Strowman, he came in, did what he needed to do, and then left.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask the chat a question. You as well. Top 3 best movie villains, and is Vader on that list? To me, he is.
Gotta be.
Okay, so there's 2 more.
He took a hit. He took a hit
Falling in love.
when the prequels came out, but I think this Rogue One movie may have just
Dude, Dennis Hopper in Speed is a motherfucker.
yeah, but he's just
Vicious bastard.
who?
Dennis Hopper in Speed. So,
Speed, like the movie with Keanu Reeves.
not taking Speed, no.
I love taking Speed though.
Yeah, he was an evil bastard.
What about
Khan,
what Khan? Yeah,
from
new Khan or old Khan?
old Khan.
Old Khan.
Ricardo Montalban.
I love I love that old man. All right, well,
Fantasy Island.
let's bring this back around. So you basically, I don't know how we got off on this tangent, but you want to fire JBL.
Wow, we go from Ricardo Montalban to JBL
He's Ricardo Montalban. He can do anything.
with my Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island. The plane,
Oh no,
the plane, the
oh
plane.
no, we went on Page and Del Rio and the Periscope, the drunken blabber that is Alberto Del Rio. Oh,
Yeah. Will he kill his entire family, including Paige? I'm gonna sell that one on the buy or sell range. I
I'm gonna
don't think he's gonna go that far. Obviously, when he gets a little drunksky, he gets a little he
I
gets a
agree with
little blabby.
I'm a sexy Kurd.
Top 3 movie villains: Joker, the villain in Marine 5. I don't know who is in Marine 5. Sorry.
I don't know. It can't be John Cena.
Vince McMahon. Oh God, Vince would never let him be a.
Now, Vince McMahon in wrestling, I think, is the greatest heel of all time.
Yeah,
I totally think that.
I'm getting reverb from you, dude.
For me,
Yeah, it's got to be you.
how is that?
Probably better.
Okay.
It's a little bit better. I don't know how I'm getting reverb from you.
I don't know how you were either.
It's gone now. Whatever you did, fixed it.
Moved in my chair.
Oh, strange. Maybe your
That's
headphones.
to another.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. It's probably my head. I probably might move my head too close.
See, if I had to put top 3 movie villains, Vader's number 1. I gotta take Joker,
Yeah.
and I am. You're hungry? What do you want me to do about that? I got something for you to eat. Nah, nah, nah.
Wah, wah,
Wah, wah, wah. What?
Angry stare.
Angry stare. What do you want to eat? It's 11:30. Where would you like me to order from? All right, I'll figure it out here in a minute. Okie dokie, lady. It's got to be Vader, Joker. I don't know who my number 3 is.
Khan's
Vader-
one.
Oh,
Khan.
Khan. I'll take Khan. Khan was good.
Khan is full of it.
Khan was very, very good. But I don't think Alberto Del Rio is going to kill anybody. No, they're not going to fire JBL. Although, didn't you send me a text saying we're getting Booker T?
No, that was not me, but we are getting Booker T.
Why are we getting Booker T? I didn't.
Because David Otunga is filming this movie. Apparently, still being married to Jennifer Hudson has its privileges because he's going to be out for the first 6 weeks. Now, it is an upgrade, but we get to hear, oh no, oh no.
I'd rather have him though, because at least he's got like
Personality.
Yeah, that's exactly. Because I feel like when I'm listening to David Otunga, I feel like I'm listening to a guy that's going through a dry run of a script.
He's the guy who just happens to be there. He's an insignificant friend in the conversation.
And he's married to Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is a very attractive lady. Yeah. Very attractive lady.
She's from Chicago.
Is she really?
Yes, she is.
I had no idea.
And her cousin, someone of her family got killed. They're on the west side.
Yeah, we just went into that, Kurt. David Otunga's filming a movie, and he's going to be out for a month or 6 weeks, right? So we're getting JBL, the 5-time. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not getting JBL.
Thank God.
We're getting Booker T.
Lucky us. You get 5 hours of JBL a week. 2. You gotta think though that they kind of had.
Claudio asks, could Renee Young ever be considered a commentator? I don't think she'd be bad.
Back in the day, they had.
Did they ever have a female commentator?
Yes, they did. Very.
Besides, Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
No. Was Cyndi Lauper?
Yeah.
No, back in the day, there was a lady named Mike McGurk, and she was a ring announcer, but she did do commentary. Her dad was he was a blind guy named Leroy McGurk, how Bill Watts bought Mid-South Wrestling.
Is that in WWE though, or is that in Mid-South?
No, she did for WWE.
Oh, she did for WWE.
Yes, she did. She had the typical '80s, mid '80s hair.
Big,
Yeah,
gigantic.
yeah. I know a lot of people who think she was hot. I'm like, I don't see it. I never did.
That's because
But
Roman. Okay, go through your thing, and then Kurt, we're gonna answer your question.
she did do. It wasn't very long though. I would say maybe 6 months. She did mostly ring announcing than more than anything
Yeah.
else.
Well, it seems like they do mostly. They have the ring announcers, and those are almost more likely than not. Those are female. That's your eye candy before the match. And let's face it, JoJo is fantastique.
I honestly,
Lillian Garcia back in the day was fantastique.
you know, I like
Um,
how Greg Hamilton does announces because it feels like a big match when
you know who's really good? Who's on Lucha? What's her name again?
Alyssa Santos.
Oh, Melissa Santos. She's not bad to look at.
I like Greg Hamilton though. I'm
It is. I'm not gonna say I'm not. It's probably gonna sound sexist as hell. I don't. When I watch Greg Hamilton, it feels strange, and it definitely is 100% because he's a male.
that is sexist, yes.
I know it is, but like I knew when it came out of my mouth, like it was gonna sound completely sexist. But
Well, Justin Roberts, I never liked him.
no, I didn't like him either.
And yes, Howard Finkel, I want to say was Vince's, not his dad, not Vince Senior, but Vince, his first employee, I think. I said,
Howard Finkel's the only male announcer that I can look at, and it doesn't feel strange.
who was Hector Finkel? Well, Finkel, Lillian,
Yeah, it was Lillian.
Finkel. You had
Fink made his comeback from time to time.
the Fink ballooned up.
I have an autograph of the Fink.
You do. God, I'm trying to think who. Tony Chimmel. He was fine. I didn't dislike him or like him. I was just in the middle with that guy.
I miss Lillian Garcia. I liked her. She still likes the strudel.
Yeah, I remember that. Favorite women wrestler and
But
wrestler.
that's it. You've only ever had one, so I mean, I don't know. Why not give her a
feel like-
shot?
Yeah.
See what happens. I mean, anything's got to be better than fucking Otunga.
No, you keep Renee where she's at. She runs Talking Smack. That's where she needs to stay at.
Well,
I
she
know.
can run Talking Smack and do commentary.
Yeah, then you run to overexposure. Then, though.
Yeah, can you really have too much of Renee Young?
I think you can, or of one person or other. Michael Cole, Corey Graves at times.
But this is Renee Young.
Well,
Would the lisp start to get to us?
maybe.
'Cause if you notice it comes out on certain points.
Yeah.
Where she does a really good job of hiding it, but then that lisp rears its ugly head.
Watch Charlie Caruso talk. I
Charlie.
swear she talks out of the side of her mouth.
She might. I'm gonna have to watch out for that next time.
My favorite woman and wrestler on Raw and SmackDown. That's easy. Well, SmackDown's a tie. It's Kevin Owens and AJ. Charlotte, and I don't have a favorite women wrestler on Raw because I think they all suck.
Yeah, she just did get married. What's going on? Sensitive Internet Thug. That is probably the best name I've seen in a long time.
Wrestler on Raw? I don't know.
Who's your favorite wrestler on Raw? Wouldn't it be Braun Strowman?
I
Braun! I love Braun Strowman. He needs a hug. He definitely needs a hug.
God, it's like that Raw's got to go though.
No, that's so good now. I look forward to that Raw. I actually do look forward to
It makes
that
me
now.
laugh though. It doesn't intimidate me. It's never like go, oh my god. It's like
No, because the only thing you're thinking is of
your constipation.
this
This
is the man that killed Roman.
And they want to fire him.
And everybody wants to fire him because he he really beat up Roman Reigns. Poor Roman Reigns. He beat him up so bad he had to put him in an ambulance.
And remember, we're going to try to fire him. We're going to petition, but here are the...
Oh, no. I'm sorry, sensitive internet thug. I hope you're not trolling. But I'm really sorry to hear about your mom, dude. I know what that's like. I lost my mom last year, right around this time. So, sorry to hear about that. So, if you need to get some sleep, brother, definitely do what you got to do, man. But know that the show definitely does give you our condolences.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyways, speaking of death, Braun Strowman killed Roman Reigns this week.
Yeah.
And now people
And the fans, thank you, Braun. Thank you, Braun.
Again, like, you just turn. Who's the baby face and who's the heel in this scenario?
Well, we had this a few weeks ago when we allowed an arsonist to be the babyface.
No, arsonry is fully encouraged in the WWE.
WWE, you may commit arson and desecrate graves, and it's perfectly okay.
That's okay, but murder, that crosses the line. The death metal voice is what hides the literal baby face that he has. No, that's called his beard.
Oh, if he shaves that beard there, you're
gonna be in trouble. You can't shave. You can't take that beard off him.
Keep this in mind, Braun has not been doing this very long. I would say, 3 years now.
Yeah, but I mean, goddamn, he got the biggest pop I have heard in a long time come out of that arena. Especially when he came back. I'm not done yet. I marked out. I'm like, this may be the best thing I've seen in months. Like, it's so good. Like, I love it.
Slim, I'll explain this. Do we think the ambulance tip over was real or fake? It was fake.
Oh, that was all fake. I'm not seeing on
the wheel. Brackets.
Pharaoh Slim, got it.
And they're having them tip over a vehicle that is designed for safety.
Yeah, Braun is legit not turning that vehicle. He was assisted. That whole segment was...
It was a fun segment. I gotta give him credit. There was a fun segment.
It was a great segment for all the wrong reasons.
Here's a company trying to get this guy so much sympathy, so much the week before, have him sit there for 15 minutes, get called names, because that's essentially what it was. We're gonna call you names, Roman. That's what they did. This is my yard now. Okay, well that's gonna work.
Is it Braun's yard now?
Might be.
Like when you send somebody to the hospital, does it now become your yard?
Do you take ownership of yard?
Oh, we're gonna need another zoning committee match.
No.
It's coming.
No. And then you have this.
Well, you've heard the rumor, right? That's floating around out there on the dirty internet. You dirty bitch internet, and I have a feeling it's somewhat true.
The Roman taker.
Oh my god!
What a horrible idea,
dude! If
you get shit on,
exactly. How are you going to get this guy over? If you're going to bring him back as I took the Undertaker's career, now I am the Undertaker. Wow, way to kill the best. I mean, is Vince really looking to kill every gimmick he ever invented? That would kill that gimmick.
Current time, it looks like it.
Taker, if you brought him back as Taker, people would shit all over that. Literally drop trow in the arena and shit all over it.
The hat, the duster, the gloves.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the gloves. He's got the arm brace already.
Right, but here's... wow, I mean, you could... I mean, they could go back to it, but... man, is that just that whole idea, the whole prep?
I love your idea, sensitive internet thug. He says Strowman should have come back and blown up the new ambulance they put Roman in after they flipped the other one over. You already got Braun over. When he beat him up, and then
Vince's limo.
Oh God, when they're strapping him in, and, I ain't done yet, and then he ends up flipping him off the damn cargo dock. And not only that, like, okay, then he goes away and they get him in and they get him in the ambulance, and then they're like, nope, I'm still not done. And then he flips the, like
And the
that.
entire crowd popped for that.
They got louder as the night went on. Did you notice a dip in your audio at one point in time? You
Well,
should have.
remember.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just wondering if anybody noticed it, because I went back and watched it.
Universe
And the last time that he came and then he flipped over the ambulance, the crowd loses their mind, and there's a definite dip in the audio. Like, you can, it's audibly, you can hear it go whoop.
Why not accept this though? I mean, you can take this and make it work for you.
Is it going to take Die Roman Die Chance?
Oh, I don't know. I think if the merch sales, I do not believe that he's number one seller. I cannot believe that.
That's what they're releasing, and they can't lie. Is the thing. They can't lie about it.
Well, when you saturate, the stands with 10 Roman Reigns shirts and
but you're still. I mean, the thing is, like I said, you and I went. Nobody's forcing me or you to buy a Roman Reigns shirt. Did you buy a Roman Reigns shirt? I know I didn't.
Did I set myself on fire?
No, I didn't say you did. But I'm just saying. But
did I take a picture of a cardboard out of Roman Reigns?
That was totally worth it.
I know, and so up to date WWE is they have the Shield
Roman
emblem.
Reigns from the Shield.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, to Vince, he still thinks Roman's in the Shield.
God, I don't know. You've got everything working in your direction to have this guy be salvageable.
Hey, Kevin, give me 2 seconds. Entertain the chat.
Oh, okay.
You can do your thing.
I can do my thing. For everyone here, I'll look and see what you guys are saying about this. Do we think here? I'll answer Pharaoh Slim. Do you think the push off the ledge was real? I don't know, but it was not there. No, it wasn't real. Braun has your Claudio. Braun does not have any merch. That was easy. Well, you're right. He should have merch. He really should. Doesn't have to be oversaturated, but I'm not talking about about Braun. I'm talking about just in general, like a Sami Zayn's got what, 1 or 2 shirts, and when you have 10 Roman shirts on the stand, you go to the stands, at a live event or pay per view or whatever. When you have 10 John Cena shirts, 8 Roman Reigns shirts, 1 Kevin Owens shirt, 1 AJ Styles shirt, sprinkling 3 or 4 New Day shirts. What do you think is going to happen? Or you get the quasi wrestling fan. It's like, yeah, well, they don't have they ran out of AJ Styles shirts, but yeah, I guess this Roman Reigns shirt will do, or John Cena shirts. Don't think that doesn't happen. That they just do it because of the convenience. Or go to FYE, they sell WWE stuff. That they're buying a gift for someone. All this stuff matters, and even the small things like bobbleheads or those pop figures, whatever, any posters, whatever. Those are all merch sales. It could be, a box of questionable cereal that the New Day peddles around, or whatever's the Enzo hair thing, whatever it is, merch sales. It does dictate who they are and who they aren't pushing, how much they have invested in a guy. How long did it take in this company for Cesaro to get a shirt? Ask yourself that. How long? Here, I'm just a sexy curve. Kevin, how long does Reigns have left on top as the top dog? Oh, that's a very good question there, Kurt. If they go through this plan, because the plan is apparently him and Brock at Mania, the 2 guys in 23-2 with Undertaker. If this guy still isn't getting over, So I'm sorry, but we have basically a full year of dealing with this. They'll pull the they'll pull it back. But that you're talking, essentially 12 months from now. And it's going to be a long and hard 12 months where, Roman can anything except a bazooka could take him out and win the match, whatever it is. Remember the match was AJ. He hit AJ. I mean, AJ hit Roman with everything and nothing. But if he's still not getting over, and remember that next year is when Brock's contract runs out. So, Kurt, I don't know, but they would be very hard to justify if the merch sales aren't where they need to be, and when if this stuff is still going on, or even worse, I don't know. I don't know if he's got that much time after that. I mean, pretty much hourglass. The sands the hourglass will be going down. Kurt asked me how long does Roman have as being our top dog, the big dog.
As long as he's around.
I mean, with the merch involved, if the merch suffers, if the merch
isn't going to suffer.
I'm looking at a year from now. I gave the whole plan of Brock being, 23, the 2 and 23 and 2. If he's not getting, if this is still happening or worse, come 1 year from now, and the merch is suffering from it. I don't know. I don't know. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep on having segments where Roman gets destroyed in an ambulance and people are fucking cheering it and going, "Thank you, Braun."
You've turned the guy that you want to be one of your top heels into your top baby faces. Essentially.
Yeah, a guy who's supposed to be, he is this destroyer, and you've managed in one fell swoop to take him and make him a babyface. Something you can't get Roman to be. Cheered.
It is what it is. What do we got in the news this week, Kevin?
Well, the superstar shakeup. Did you?
I watched it.
Did you get shook up?
Yes, Roman and Strowman were. I just think the reason that I went into this because I thought it was so funny that everybody wants to fire Braun Strowman for initially killing Roman Reigns.
I
shouldn't say everyone. It's a select few. But fuck it. Like, obviously he's okay. I think there's the still real to me people out there.
Oh,
I
yes.
think they took it a little bit too. We should fire him. It's like the same thing. Fire Jinder Mahal.
Fire Randy Orton.
Fire Jinder Mahal because he gave Prince Devitt Finn Balor a concussion. What? Why would you fire Finn Balor, or why would you fire him because he I mean, shit happens in the ring. Rey Mysterio killed a man.
Yep.
He's not behind bars. I mean, shit happens in the ring. Your timing's off by a little bit. He doesn't slow down enough. You're going a little too fast.
D'Lo Brown accidentally paralyzed Darren Drozdov. What about Goldberg kicking Bret Hart square in the fucking head and giving him a concussion?
That ended his career.
Essentially led to a stroke.
That ended his career.
And so then, the WCW should have fired Goldberg on the spot. He should never have worked ever again.
And for 2 months, he was your Universal Champion. Or maybe for 8 months.
What a wonderful month that was.
What a wonderful world. It just comes down to the question of now is Braun, or I shouldn't say it, is Lesnar going to hold this title till next Mania?
Well, he's not defending it at Payback.
Nope. They are defending the SmackDown title at Payback instead.
And this is a way of covering up the problem before when Brock had the title.
Right.
Which was when he won it, I will initially tell you I was happy. but this was the beginning of Brock's second run with the company. I'm not in favor of this now because I know what they're going to do, and he's going to sparingly defend it. Now, I do know that this year is the most we'll see Brock since he's came back a few years ago.
Oh,
That
Noah, Roman will be back on TV next week. No doubt about it. He will be back on TV.
come down with angel wings. No, he'll be resurrected.
He's coming back as Taker, dude.
No, yeah, he comes back on the cross too, the Taker cross. Yeah.
What if it's not in the shape of like the T with the X? What if what if it's a big R?
Oh, big giant
It's
R.
just a giant R, and he comes down on it.
And then Braun comes out and goes, "Roar!"
I'm not done yet. That should be his catchphrase for forever.
The giant R. I should be on a shirt.
What, the giant R?
No. I'm not done yet.
Yeah, it should be. It should be Braun's new shirt.
Yeah, on the front it should say I'm not done yet, and the back should just say Braun Strowman, or vice versa.
Or you can just put them. You don't even have to. Well, I guess you kind of do because WWE likes doing things of that nature when they're like, oh, it's
Yeah, but they got simply. I mean, you don't have to get like some like crazy ass designs on it, nothing like that. Just something plain simple.
Yeah, that should be a shirt.
Austin 316 did quite well, and that was a very simple shirt for.
Or let's talk about what the shirt. What in a question mark?
Yeah, boy, that took a lot.
Yeah, what was that? Times New Roman?
Yeah, I mean,
was on there.
I see what you did right there.
Let me see what I did there.
Come on, that's so simple. They'd be making money hand over fist with that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone will be wearing one.
I would buy one, seriously.
But let's move on from there. Yes, Roman's probably coming back. It is what it is.
On a giant R.
On a giant R as the Undertaker. Probably comes back to some shitty metal version of the Undertaker's music.
Oh, this is their way of getting the body armor off the chest protector. Isn't
No,
it?
he'll still be wearing the chest protector.
Of course he will be. He's the big tough guy.
Big tough guy. He needs that chest protector.
Or,
well, see, Kurt, and this is exactly what I've said for the longest time now. Yes, Vince does what Vince wants, because who's gonna stop him?
he signs the checks.
Well, number one, he signs the checks. Number two, he's the only show in town. Who are you gonna go watch? Ring of Honor? Yeah. Christopher Daniels doing it for you nowadays?
No,
I mean, really? You big Christopher Daniels guy? And I was checking out Ring of Honor tickets. Those fuckers aren't cheap neither.
No, they're not. PWG isn't cheap either.
I was surprised. I was thinking, what, $30, $40?
Right, 50, isn't it?
Get me a No, they were like $75 for a decent seat. Yeah.
They're going to be there in 2 weeks for you, aren't they?
They are. I was thinking of going, and now I'm like, to what? Go see Christopher Daniels? To see the Young Bucks? The Bucks of Youth, yes! You know, there's no heart. If the Hardys were there, I might have been like, okay, but obviously they're not going to be there.
That card. I mean, yeah, it's the thing. Are you watching that Owl wrestling?
Am I?
No. Whoever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watch Impact.
Well,
and it hasn't been bad for all you guys. Oh, the Owl wrestling's been shit. It's not been that bad. They have definitely stepped up their game since Dixie Carter left.
Stop focusing or having storyline centered around Josh fucking Matthews, though, please.
Yeah, that's awful.
That needs to go.
That's awful. I think that's kind of like wrestling rule of thumb right now is we got to have one announcer we hate, and that's TNA's.
Oh, wrestling rule of thumb, it should be you don't employ Josh Matthews.
Yeah, no, but is Christopher Daniels putting butts in seats?
No, in wrestling rule number 2 is don't have Christopher Daniels as your world champion.
Right. I mean, is he really is the neo-Nazi really putting butts in seats?
Hey, it's not the right neo-Nazi.
Whatever.
Real neo-Nazi.
He comes out in a fucking goddamn German uniform.
Come on, like a Civil War I don't even know.
No, he comes out in a fucking German-looking green
Comes out.
uniform. You know what it looks like? It looks like the Star Wars, the Imperial uniforms.
You know, they should do. Yeah, it's a very good comparison.
It looks just like that. I mean, obviously it's been altered,
They
but
didn't come out with a guy with a gimmick and a Civil War gimmick. Like he just,
it's the Drifter.
damn, don't. He's seriously, why?
Why was he out there during the match on Monday?
He's drifting along.
He's just drifting. Is he gonna drift? Like, is he gonna be able to drift from Raw and SmackDown?
I hope he drifts his way to unemployment.
No, they have put far too much money into him. I don't know how or why.
He's terrible. Why? Like, I was so scared that he was going to make his main roster debut before Nakamura. I was so
He
scared.
technically did.
No, he didn't.
Did he debut last week or the week before?
Last week.
This past Monday, right?
Yes, this past month.
Okay, I thought it was 2 weeks ago.
We're all safe. You know, my premonition didn't
My
happen.
premonition. Oh my God! Why? I'm looking at this on Twitter. They have the NWO, New World Order. You know that. I don't got to tell you that. But obviously, it's got the original three. Macho Man, Big Show, Kurt Hennig, and then I'm going to guess that's supposed to be X-Pac down at the bottom, but somebody has photoshopped TJ Perkins' face over it. There's a man that needs to find the unemployment line.
Uh-huh.
They'll never get rid of him because he's like the only member of 205 Live that they've done anything with besides. That's another fucking thing. Where did Rich Swann go?
Back to smoking crack? I don't know.
Back to smoking. I mean, Rich Swann. Remember Lindsay Dorado? I mean, I know these guys make an appearance on 205 Live.
He even been on Raw.
He has not. He's made, I think, 2 appearances on 205 Live.
That's been a wonderful signing. I know Tajiri got hurt.
Tajiri got hurt. We haven't seen Drew Gulak in a while, unless he's jobbing. We've seen Mustafa Ali job quite a bit.
He was fine. And he's a Chicago boy, too.
Who else have we seen? We don't see Tony Nese that much anymore.
I like Tony Nese.
I like Tony Nese, too. God, that guy. Talk about a man who needs a drug. Oh, Rich Swann's injured. That's why I haven't seen him. Okay.
That makes sense.
That would make sense then.
Injured.
I've said that Drifter is the next Jeff Jarrett. But Noah says that Drifter is actually talented, or Jeff Jarrett was actually talented.
No.
I guess it depends on your version of talented.
Who said this?
I mean, who's okay? So I guess maybe he's saying who's greater, Jeff Jarrett or the Drifter?
Oh, is there?
No, there's no option C. You have to.
Really, I can't shower in battery acid.
No.
Damn it.
Who is it going to be, Jeff Jarrett or the Drifter? Got to pick one.
Jarrett.
Exactly. I think that's where he was going with that.
I feel filthy about it.
You feel filthy about it? Well,
Jeff Jarrett didn't grow a fucking dime.
no, he didn't. He is the cockroach that will never leave. He started. Think about it this way: Jeff Jarrett started TNA, left TNA, or sold TNA for a pile of cash. Went and started Global Force, which is a pile of shit.
The boom.
And then now he's come back full circle to TNA. He's going to put his shitty fucking Global Force guys in there, which, by the way, Jeff Jarrett, half your fucking roster isn't on your roster anymore.
More than that.
Which I should also be ragging on TNA because they still have AJ Styles as one of their people on their roster.
Yeah, how's that? Okay.
They still have AJ Styles. They still have Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley.
Of course they do.
Like people that have been gone forever.
Cornette on the roster.
No, Cornette's not on the roster. But it's fix your fucking website. For fuck's sake, you want to play with it. But WWE's no better.
Hold on, Noah. Why does Jarrett get so much heat?
Because he's shit. He's the cockroach that will never go away.
They had on Global Force's website when they launched it, they had a series of videos. Are we all understanding what a Ponzi scheme is? Where
Oh,
you
when he was doing the pyramid scheme.
the gold bars. Where you had to watch one video, to watch another one, to watch another one, to watch another one. So you invest. Jarrett Jarrett also broke the the man code by stealing Kurt Angle's wife, Karen. And it takes two to tango. I get that, but Jarrett is he is screwed over promoters. He did to Turner and Bischoff more specifically. He did to Vince. Then went back to Vince and got more money for him. And good for him for getting more money. I have no problem with that. But Jarrett's kind of slimy.
He's a scumbag. He's never drawn a dime in his life. Nobody went and paid to see Jeff Jarrett. Not a soul. Maybe Noah did.
Yeah,
I can't say I would pay to go see Jeff Jarrett.
Why would you?
I'd almost pay to see his wife if it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, because now that's not good.
Well, it's not bad, but she has the butter face now.
No. You're right about 10 years ago.
10 years ago, she was, wow. Jeff Jarrett's got that? How did that happen?
Yeah, and it's not like Jeff Jarrett's, GQ model guy.
No.
And his only really claim to fame in a match really is the Good Housekeeping match, which was revolutionary with China because a man and woman wrestling.
Oh, boy.
That's it.
You should start your own promotion.
And then he got so he hitched his wagon onto Vince Russo with TNA, and which caused him and his father Jerry to be estranged for 5-6 years because of Vince Russo.
Well, Sensitive Internet Thug says that I heard he was messing around with Kurt's wife while his own wife was dying before she passed. It is true.
Oh, she had cancer. I don't remember what type of cancer, but yes, that is true.
Oh, that's sad. That's super sad.
Batista did kind of similar. To
who?
To his wife, because his wife had cancer, and there's a very strong rumor, like it's been pretty much documented, of Batista throwing his wang in Melina. That does not surprise me.
No, but he's a promoter. Yeah, okay, so he's a promoter, so he's slimy. But, like, Jarrett's the slimy of the slimy. Like, other promoters look down on Jeff Jarrett. Let's be honest.
And let me ask you this, though. In the chat, you can go ahead and just take this question and do what you want to do with it. Does Jeff Jarrett, when he wrestled, did he entertain you? Was it seriously? Did that really entertain you?
He goes, oh, shit, really? Well, never mind. Fuck Jarrett. Well, that solves that problem. That's over and done with. I'm glad we cleared that up. We got anything else that happened this week? We had the Superstar Shakeup, which Raw made out like a fucking bandit.
I said that in the draft last year. I said SmackDown's got room to grow, and you know what though?
You know what's sad is something still tells me that SmackDown's still going to be the better show.
Yeah, there's going to be. Think about it, you're not going to have Stephanie in your fucking ear.
Well, we're not going to have Stephanie for an extended period of time, remember?
You're not going to have Vince really either.
No, because Vince needs to go play golf with Donald Trump.
Right, yeah.
Fuck that noise. It's time for golf, homie.
Yeah, they're going to...
Donald Trump.
I'm telling you, they're going to have... I think Owens and Zayn. I think Rusev is going to... Owens, Zayn, and Rusev are all going to benefit from this.
Yeah, for sure.
And I
think the only person who's really out of all of them that's not going to benefit from this, from the whole thing as a whole.
Go to Puerto Rico?
No, I even think they'll benefit from this.
I do too.
Because at least, there's still going to be jobbers. I don't have any doubts
They were
about
making look
that.
strong though on Tuesday.
we'll see what happens. That's just to make their entrance. I don't know how much faith I put in them actually being anything. Like, they came in strong, whatever. I think that was a way to get Alpha off of the Usos because we got New Day coming. So New Day will probably be in the.
That's true too. I always forget that they were moved.
Yeah, well, you don't have Kofi right now. He broke his ankle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Xavier and Big E for some time, I guess.
They go.
The boner and the jock.
They got him. The boner and the jock.
It was cold that day. But I even think for them, the only person I think that'll really be affected is Bray Wyatt.
What about Miz?
I think he'll be thrust into a more prominent role because I think he proved himself with a lot of that John Cena stuff. Because let's be honest, that was the best
Take
thing.
it with the Daniel Bryan dynamic.
Yeah, you take away the Daniel Bryan dynamic, but he can still put his little Daniel Bryan jabs in there.
Yeah, but it's not going to really do anything when he's not. His general manager's Kurt Angle. And talk smack as well too.
Yeah, I mean
there are some pitfalls of this.
I think he'll be okay still.
I
don't have any doubts.
I hope. I'm not as I don't think I'm as optimistic as you are about this. I think this guy has just been white hot for 9 months at the minimum. And they need to keep that role going and not have moved him. I mean, Ambrose makes sense. I mean, he needed to get moved.
Well, we obviously know what's going on with that. Come to Puerto Rico. The Shining Stars of the Caribbean. I don't think they're going to be the Shining Stars anymore. I know they introduced. Did they say the Shining Stars?
No, I listened for that, and they said Primo and Epico. That's what they said.
And they came in jeans.
Yep.
Were they wearing cowboy boots? I didn't look.
They were Puerto Rican cowboys.
They're going to be Chippendales dancers, and that's how they're going to get Andrade up to the main roster.
Oh, no. You said because you think it's really going to happen.
That's going to happen, dude. Just watch. Like, all of a sudden you're going to hear Andrade, and then Primo and Epico are going to come out with him. God, I almost think that's possible. Like, who else would you put with them? Like, if you needed to create kind of like a stable.
Call their cousin and Carlito.
Carlito?
Yeah.
Well, they offered to Carlito. He turned it down.
Yeah, they offered him like $60,000.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's tearing it up on the indie scene.
No, I think he also has a problem with drugs too. I think that was a rumor, but apparently Carlito is jacked right now.
Is he? I'll have to look it up here. But yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do it. Put him with Andrade.
Yeah,
not that Andrade is like the best thing ever. But
they need someone who's charismatic, and that's Carlito. They need a mouthpiece. If they're going to succeed, they need a mouthpiece.
Could they put him with, oh God, what's his name? No Way Jose?
You could.
And now they're all a tour of roaming dancers.
Oh, Jesus God.
I know it's an awful gimmick, but I'm just thinking of this. Yeah, Noah says, you guys ever see that Total Divas episode? No, I have not. I'm going to start watching Total Divas. I think I am. Because I want to see the train wreck known as...
After watching it, will change.
I want to watch it just to see the train wreck known as Total Divas.
You have to remember that you have a moral compass and go by it. And to not go with them.
Hideo Itami returned tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
This happened tonight at NXT. Shinsuke Nakamura and Hideo Itami versus The Revival. So how long do these guys got to be flip-flopping to both shows?
I don't. Well, Itami is in the next program of Bobby Roode. I already know.
No.
Yes.
Oh, come on. You're kidding. You read the spoilers?
Yeah.
That's awful.
I'm a bad person.
Why would you? Well, no, you're not a bad person, but why the fuck a Tommy? Why not Galloway?
They want to
Or I'm
put
sorry, McIntyre.
they want to put a Tommy up on the main roster. Like I said, to you and Mish when we had Mish on, you got to remember, Tommy's been there maybe a month, 90 days around before Balor got there. Probably about
Which is sad. How much of that has
Took
he
their
been
time
sitting
up.
on his ass though?
Oh, majority of it, more than majority.
I mean, I'm just surprised they haven't cut this guy.
If you go back 5 years, just go 5 years. Kenta, which was his name in Japan, was tearing it up. Now, was he world title type of class? No. Intercontinental US, absolutely. 10 years ago, yes, world title. There's too much wear and tear in the guy. He's got a lot of miles. A lot. And I'm not saying in a bad way. It's just the body breaks down. The body breaks down, and he just can't stay away from the trainer's table. That's what it boils down to.
What the hell did you just put in the chat, Noah? What is this called? You just put something in the chat. Wrestling Page gets roleplay lap dance by Wolverine. Is this the Chippendales thing you were talking about? This guy legit has a fucking cigar in his mouth. And fucking claws. Jesus Christ. Well, Mr. Kevin, you got anything else you want to hit before we call it a night here?
No, just remind them of the show idea.
Wookie, don't be watching that. I already did. It's too late. It's already happened. Now I will sick my wife after you. Good luck.
Godspeed.
I wish you all the luck in the world in your future endeavors.
Can't unwatch it either. You know
But guys, don't forget, check out some of our sponsors, audibletrial.com/Wookie. Get yourself you can get yourself an AJ Lee book.
Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts just released his new book. I got this damn thing on my microphone that's driving me nuts. No, it's gone. Justin Roberts' new book is out, or 180,000 different titles. Some Star Wars stuff is coming out shortly. You guys know I'll be listening to that kind of stuff because I like Star Wars. I'm kind of a nerd. Not gonna lie. Go check out the Patreon over there if you guys want some definite cool and awesome perks. They're gonna be changing here a little bit in the near future when we get Mixler and all that jazz.
Moldy.
Kind of a set up. Guys, you can save 10% off your first crate using code Wookie at ProWrestlingLoot.com. Always check out the t-shirts. The Milwaukee Sparkle Nuts t-shirt is now available. We're going to get I got some designers I'm going to be speaking to here in the near future to actually fully design shirts for us that we could use. Number one, we need a name. So I kind of explained to you my criteria. I want it to be less wrestling related and more everyday. Just good for a show for myself and Kevin. The winner of that will be chosen by me and Kevin, and I'm going to guess Lindsay and Amanda because, reasons. They want to be involved. They want to be involved. So I'm sure they'll help pick out the name.
They want to be a part of the solution, not the problem.
Right. So I'm sure they're going to help us pick out a name. And so the winner of that's going to get the cookies back. And we're just finishing up. But the winner of that's going to get a subscription card to the WWE Network. Also, once that name's chosen, Kevin, we'll probably run another giveaway of some sort for like a logo. We're gonna need a logo.
Ooh, I like that idea.
We're gonna need a logo, so we'll let you guys. This is our way of letting you guys come into our house instead of thinking it up all of ourselves. Let you guys think up a little bit and see what you guys come up with.
People.
Two minds are better than one, is what we always say, and we are a podcast of the people by two guys who just happen to be on the internet. And we are for you. So, guys, we had a great time tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be doing it again very shortly once we figure it all out. Kevin, you got anything you want in there? Throw in there?
You can follow
Check out
me.
Wrestling with Issues podcast.
Yeah, we can follow my other show and follow me on Twitter at Issues Wrestling.
Perfect. Guys, we love you, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.